Scientists have finally managed to unlock the secrets of mythical beasts. With breakthroughs in genetic engineering, scientists have successfully recreated a creature that is said to be half eagle and half lion. As incredible as it sounds, this is not science fiction but fact. Welcome back to the Night Forward here. You'll get all the latest news about space, science and technology. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any updates from us. But before we begin, tell us in the comments which mythical creature do you want to see brought to life, and why. Now let's begin. In 2023, scientists shocked the world by bringing this animal to life. In a groundbreaking experiment, researchers at the University of California used CRISPR, gene editing technology, to create the first ever man-made chimera between a monkey and an albino pig. You heard that right, a monkey-pig hybrid. This amazing feat of science was made possible by injecting stem cells from a cynomolgus monkey into albino pigs at the University of California, Davis. The resulting chimeric pigs had both monkey and pig DNA. This is a major breakthrough for medical science, as chimeric animals can help researchers study human diseases and develop new treatments. The team hopes that their research will lead to new ways of growing human organs in animals for transplantation. This was a very technical study, said Dr. Hiro Yanagimachi, Professor Emeritus of Biology at the university, but it shows how important the work is. We are making human organs in animals for the purpose of saving human lives. This may sound like science fiction, but it's actually reality. Scientists are now able to create chimeras by combining the cells of different species. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities for medical science, and could one day lead to the creation of new treatments for some of humanity's most devastating diseases. In another recent experiment, scientists created a chimeric goat with the head of a monkey. This was done by taking the skin cells from a fetal monkey and then injecting them into a goat embryo. The goat was then allowed to develop normally, and when it was born, it had the head of a monkey. This experiment was also a major breakthrough for medical science because it showed that it is possible to grow human cells in a non-human animal. It also raises ethical questions about what we can do with this technology in the future. Now, we know that chimeras aren't anything new. They occur naturally when identical twins split during development. Some people even believe that Bigfoot is a chimera. However, we'll leave that one for another time. What's interesting is that chimeras have been around long before humans existed. Scientists have found fossils of chimeras that lived millions of years ago, such as the Basilosaurus, a whale monster that had the head of a crocodile and the body of a whale. These creatures were likely the result of two different species of whales mating with each other, leading to offspring that had a mix of both parents' traits. Similarly, the megalodon, the largest shark that ever lived, was likely a chimera between two different species of sharks. This is because its teeth and vertebrae don't match any known species of shark, suggesting that it was the hybrid offspring of two different creatures. Chimeras can also occur in more familiar animals. For example, goats and sheep can produce chimeric offspring if they are bred together. This is relatively rare, but it has been documented in the past. One famous example is Billie Eilish's pet, a cat who is a chimera of a tabby cat and a white cat. This is relatively rare, but it has been documented in the past. One famous example is Billie Eilish's pet, a cat who is a chimera of a tabby cat and a white cat. The cat has patches of fur that are different colors and patterns, which is evidence of the two different sets of DNA in its cells. As incredible as these examples are, there's still one creature that stands above all the others: the mighty griffin. Griffins are said to be half eagle and half lion, possessing the strength and power of both animals. They have been revered throughout history as symbols of courage, strength and wisdom. But until recently, it seemed impossible to bring these legendary creatures to life. That all changed when a team of scientists announced that they had successfully created the first ever man-made griffin. The process was long and arduous, but the results were truly amazing. By using CRISPR gene editing technology, the team was able to combine the DNA of a lion and an eagle to create a single-cell organism that possessed traits of both animals. The resulting griffins were strong and majestic, just like their legendary counterparts. They also had the ability to fly, soaring through the skies with ease. The team was ecstatic with their success and saw it as a major breakthrough in the field of genetic engineering. This discovery has opened up a whole new world of possibilities for scientists and has raised the question: what other mythical creatures could be brought to life in the near future? The unicorn, a creature of legend, has captured the imagination of humans for centuries. With its magical powers and ethereal beauty, it is no surprise that so many people believe that unicorns are real. In fact, There have been many reports of sightings of unicorns throughout history, and now thanks to advances in genetic engineering, we may be closer to finding out if these stories are true. A group of scientists have announced that they have unlocked the secrets of the unicorn. By studying the DNA of horses, they have found a gene that, when activated, creates a single horn in the center of the forehead. This discovery could pave the way for the creation of real-life unicorns. The idea of creating a real-life unicorn has been around for centuries. In the Middle Ages, alchemists and magicians experimented with potions and spells in an attempt to create a unicorn. However, it wasn't until the 19th century that scientists began to take a more scientific approach to the matter. In 1878, a German chemist named Johann Peter Frankland synthesized a compound that he believed could turn horses into unicorns. However, his experiments were unsuccessful. Fast forward to today, and scientists have made more progress than ever before. Using CRISPR gene editing technology, researchers have identified the gene responsible for the growth of the single horn in the center of the forehead. When this gene is activated, a protein is produced that causes the horn to grow. By manipulating this gene, scientists could potentially create a horse with a single horn. While it may seem like science fiction, it's actually becoming more of a reality each day. With advances in genetic engineering, who knows what other mythical creatures we'll be able to bring to life. Maybe one day we'll be able to walk among dragons and phoenixes, but until then, we'll have to settle for unicorns. It's hard to believe, but the world of genetic engineering is actually much closer to bringing these creatures to life than you might think. With advancements in science, it won't be long before we can see them for ourselves. But what exactly does this mean for the future of our planet? And how could these creatures impact the world around them? Well, here's where things get really exciting. You see, the potential applications for genetically engineered animals go far beyond just creating mythical beasts. For example, scientists could use this technology to create animals that are resistant to certain diseases, which could help reduce the spread of deadly viruses and bacteria. They could also create animals that can sense and detect environmental toxins, which could help us monitor and clean up our planet. And who knows, maybe one day we'll even be able to create animals that can help us explore the universe. Just imagine the possibilities. With genetically engineered animals, we could send them on missions to explore other planets and gather data that we couldn't collect ourselves. We could use their unique abilities to help us understand the universe and our place in it like never before. However, there are also concerns about the ethics of genetic engineering and whether we should be playing God by creating new species. There are also concerns about the potential ecological impacts of releasing genetically engineered animals into the world. Despite these concerns, the potential benefits of genetic engineering are too great to ignore. We could be on the verge of a new era of discovery and innovation that could change the world as we know it. So what do you think? Are you excited about the potential of genetic engineering, or are you worried about the risks involved? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos like this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.